I wanted to ask you, what is one of your favorite storylines that starts in season 1 and is going to continue in season 2?
Well, I think we're definitely going to get to see a lot more of Andi finding more about herself. We've got more revelations coming for all the members of the cast. So it's going to be really, really exciting, and I'm excited for everybody to see it October 27th.
Yeah. Okay, so Andi Mack has broken a lot of norms that are usually in place for most Disney shows, like Andi finding out that her sister was actually her mom. A lot of kids were asking if Cyrus is potentially going to be one of Disney's first gay characters.
Well, I can't say anything about the future of the show, and I can't reveal any future storylines, but all I can say is there's going to be more secrets, more revelations, and, of course, more baby taters.
Okay, also with that, your character is a lot like Gordo from Lizzie McGuire, and Gordo ended up with Lizzie, so is it possible that your character would end up with Andi?
That's not even one that I've thought of. That's an interesting correlation, but no, I haven't even thought of that one.
Okay, what are some of your old favorite Disney shows?
Well, my personal favorite, and it was one that really got me interested in starting to act, was Sunny with a Chance.
Love that one.
I know, it's a classic.
It's so good.
It's a classic, and I still think about it all the time because it's kind of like a younger version of 30 Rock. I don't know if you've seen that show, but I loved that show as well. So I felt like Sunny with a Chance kind of brought me into 30 Rock, so definitely that one.
Say it ain't so!
So I'm guessing you guys kind of do a couple hours of work. Do you have access to, like, Starbucks on set?
Well, we can't get Starbucks when we want to, but we have our coffee on set and we get our espressos, and I'm the designated cast member barista on set.
That's so cool.
So Peyton will go like, "Hey Josh, I'll answer your next 5 math questions if you will make me a latte." And I go, "Isn't that academic dishonesty?" And she goes, "Yes." And I go, "So how about you don't do that and I'll still make you a latte?" And
oh my god.
So it's all good. It's all
this
good.
should be put into the script.
No,
for sure.
I hope not. I hope not. I feel like Cyrus is too much of a goody two shoes to do anything like that.
So how do you do with your schoolwork on set?
Well, we do 3 hours a day of school, and sometimes we'll do an extra 2 so we can add it to the bank and do 1 another day. So it's a little bit of math, and it checks out every week or so to be around 15 hours of school a week. But we supplement that out of set with a bunch of extra time with tutors and with all kinds of other different things.
Wow. What's your favorite subject?
Well, right now I'm learning Hebrew, so I'm
really cool.
I'm really excited to speak Hebrew. It'll be my 3rd language because I speak Spanish as well, and I'm really excited to learn Hebrew because I have a lot of family in Israel, and I want to be able to chat with them a little easier.
Okay, cool. So can you say you're watching Piper's Picks in Spanish and Hebrew?
I can say it in Spanish, but not in Hebrew.
Okay.
Estás viendo Piper's Picks.
That's so cool. Okay, so can you tell me about your character's wardrobe and how you feel about that exactly?
I'm wearing something pretty similar to my character, but I'm not usually one for the boat shoes and plaid look. Although I do really dig this shirt because it's got that dipped look. But I'm not too similar to Cyrus's style. I like leather jackets and cool T-shirts and stuff like that. But it's fun for me to kind of explore different styles and stuff. I'm that kind of guy who really likes to go shop and look for cool new stuff. So I'm all about that, but Cyrus's style has never been super similar to mine.
How similar is Cyrus's personality to yours?
Cyrus runs into glass walls. I run into glass walls a lot. If you can believe it, actually, in episode 4, when Cyrus runs into a glass wall, that's actually something that I did at our first meeting of the cast. In front of a bunch of Disney
Oh my
executives.
god, that's so great.
Of course, in front of the president of casting and the president of Disney Channel. I run straight face first into a glass wall.
Oh my god, what was the reaction to that?
Everyone told Terry that it needed to be to a script. And lo and behold, in episode 104, we got it in a script.
What was your favorite episode so far? Was it that one?
My favorite episode so far has definitely been episode 4, which is the party scene, because we got to do all sorts of dancing, and Sophia and Peyton and also Asher are trained professional dancers. I'm not. So I got a really good chance to see the real prowess of the Disney editors, because I'm a terrible dancer, and it really showed if you actually end up watching the raw footage. But when you look at it on screen, it looks like I'm a pro dancer just with the rest of them. So pretty proud of that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Xbox, Nintendo, Wii, what's your favorite station?
Well, I definitely I use an Xbox myself. My favorite games are Madden. I just bought the new one. I'm really excited. My Xbox right now is in Salt Lake, and we bought it in LA, so I'm just waiting to get back there and start playing it. And I also play Rocket League.
Oh, that's cool. What's that?
It's like a rocket-powered car soccer, basically.
Oh, that's really cool.
Describing it.
What do you want to do when you're older? Like, do you want to continue acting, or is there another field you want to go into?
When I get older, I'm probably going to end up doing one of three things. It'll either be politics, because I have this huge passion for politics. I think that there's a real opportunity to change and help people, and I really enjoy the opportunity that would come with politics to help some people out. There's also the opportunity of me going into film and producing and writing and directing, or even staying in acting. And then there's the one that kind of blends both of those and going into communications and going into news, which is also something that I've been getting more interested in recently.
Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of controversial politics going on. Is there anything recent you'd like to comment on?
No, I don't comment on politics because I think it's too touchy of a subject for me to really mention. But I love politics myself, and I don't really comment on my own views, but I am fascinated in the game of it. I think is really interesting to me.
Yeah. Because you're on a Disney show and a lot of people know who you are, does it ever get difficult being branded all the time?
What do you mean by branded?
Like, does it get difficult with everyone knowing who you are when you go somewhere or anything like that?
At this point, being recognized and stuff like that hasn't really got to me. It's actually really fun. I like when somebody comes up to me in the street and is like, Are you Cyrus?
You heard that, guys. Go up to him if you see him.
Seriously, no, I have so much fun with it. It's super fun. I go, yes, I am. Like, what's your name? I want to talk about your favorite episodes. I want to hear what you think is going to happen. That's all really exciting to me whenever somebody recognizes me. So maybe someday in the far, far future, it'll start being like, yeah, I guess. But for me, right now, at least today, and I don't think it'll change for a long time, I love it.
Awesome. Okay, so speaking of fans' opinions, a bunch of girls did write that you're their favorite character. So what do you look for in a girl?
I look for a girl with a great sense of humor. That's number one for me. I got to be able to laugh. I need someone who's loyal and will be deeply loyal to their friends and to everybody around them and to their family. Mom and dad have to like her, obviously. No, my parents are super important to me. So
it's a hard one too.
Yeah, definitely. They're tough to please. So
mine too. Feel that.
Yeah. So that's the three things: parents, loyalty, and humor.
How good are you at memorizing your lines?
Out of the general population, I think I'm probably pretty good, but out of the cast, I'm definitely the worst.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Peyton can memorize anything in like 3 seconds. Like, she'll read it once and be like, okay, I got this down, and never get it wrong. And Asher's almost the same way, and Sophia just works super, super hard. I kind of suck at it. I have a really hard time memorizing things within the cast, but for me, I have to memorize something before I go to bed, and then it kind of seeps into my mind. I don't know, like osmosis.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, so once it's in my head, and I don't lose out on stuff for like 3 weeks or so. But until it's in my head, it's just a train wreck.
Yeah. Okay, so on the show, Jonah's probably considered the cooler one instead of Cyrus.
Yeah,
in
definitely.
Real life, how does that work?
I like to think that I'm pretty cool. Asher's definitely, he's very suave. So, but I think Asher and I are such good friends, and we're both super tight. So I have a lot of fun just hanging out with him.
Awesome. So is anything happening on or off screen between Asher and Peyton?
I can't comment on the future of the show, and I definitely can't comment for Peyton and Asher. They're some of my best friends, and so I can't comment on what they're doing off screen. But we're all best friends on set, so I think that's really important to remember.
Yeah, what do you guys do when you're not filming?
Go to Chipotle, mostly.
Chipotle's great.
Chipotle is great. I mean, dude, we're at Chipotle almost like maybe twice a week together.
That's awesome.
It's too much. It's never
too much. It's Chipotle.
Asher gets the same thing every time, and he just dumps hot sauce on everything.
Do you know his order?
His order, okay, it's It's steak. It's a bowl with white rice, steak, black beans, and whatever other hot sauce he wants.
Oh,
and then
wow.
he'll get the hot salsa, and then he'll go and get Cholula and just dump Cholula into it. And then he'll take Tabasco and dump Tabasco. And if they have any other hot sauces there, he'll just dump it. In the end, it's just like, it's like a soup of hot sauce with maybe some burrito fillings inside of it.
Interesting. And what's your Chipotle order?
I go pretty simple. I go just a overfilled burrito that falls apart after 2 bites. So it's barbacoa for me, white rice, black beans, and generally like corn and guac.
Interesting.
Yeah, fascinating, truly.
Actually, I'm sure this is extremely interesting. Okay, can you tell me about the driving the set and how long that actually takes and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, we all have houses or apartments or condos in Salt Lake, so we all live there. But driving up to Salt Lake, it's about a 10-hour drive. Some of us like to sometimes stop in Vegas and take a night's rest in Vegas. Me and my dad, we go the whole way through, no stopping, just like we pee on the side of the road, man. It's like no hard. We don't stop. We make one stop. We make one stop. When we get into Utah, there's this small town called Cedar City, and they have something that I've never seen before, and it's sushi, but a giant roll of sushi about this big. And it's a California roll, and it's all the things in a California roll. And then they tempura the whole thing. And it's
that's
a
so
sushi
cool.
burrito. And it's the
my
greatest
God.
thing I've ever had in my life. And they have them in Salt Lake, too. But we've made a pact. My father and I have made a pact. We're not going there. We're keeping our Cedar City one. It's our special spot.
Wow, that's
our one
really
stop.
awesome. Okay, so important question. What do you play in the car for those 10 hours?
Man, well, we usually do some podcasts. Our first time up, Dad had never listened to Serial, so we listened to a lot of Serial. And then on our way back, we listened to the second season of Serial. But we kind of just jump through different podcasts. I can show you. I listen to a ton of podcasts. But the ones that we listen to on the drive are 99% Invisible, which is about design. We listen to The Illusionist, which is about words and linguistics. The Moth, which is like people telling stories to sold out crowds. We listen to all kinds of different podcasts.
Wow, so no music, just podcasts.
Generally less music when we're getting close, when we're into like Provo and Provo, we'll start listening to like some like hardcore jams because it's been 10 hours in the car
Hardcore jams.
and we're exhausted.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we'll start listening to like heavy metal, even though neither of us are like big metal heads.
Interesting.
It keeps us up. It keeps us awake after like midnight driving. Like
Right, and there's not even a coffee stop then.
oh no, yeah. Well, I mean maybe.
Oh, okay, so there is more than one stop then.
Coffee. There's a Starbucks next to the sushi burrito, so I mean that's one of them. That's one
Convenient.
stop. It is convenient, yeah.
Okay. You seem like you're probably more academic than Cyrus, but how are you with academics and compared to the other castmates? Like, how interested are you?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a ton of Cyrus's like academics and stuff in the show, but I'm definitely academic. I want to go to a top school. My top schools are like Yale and stuff. Nice. So I want to go to a great school. So I'm super academic. And on set, I think we all are. We all want to go to good schools and stuff because we want to have a solid foundation, even if we keep acting.
That's awesome. Okay, so can you tell me your social media and when the show is coming back up?
Yeah, you can find me on social media almost everywhere as @JoshuaRush. You can find me on Snapchat and Musically as True Joshua Rush. And the show is coming back on air October 27th at 8 p.m. I keep saying 9.
It's at 8. Just to be clear, it's definitely at 8.
I don't know why I keep saying 9. It's at 8 p.m. on Disney Channel. October 27th, 8 p.m., Disney Channel.
I'm sure it's 9 somewhere, if that helps.
Maybe. Like in Guam, 9.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.